Hello, folks. The lights are on and the lights are up. The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, and NHL playoff hockey is on the docket for this afternoon, for tonight, and for the foreseeable next couple months in the chase for Lord Stanley's wonderful chalice. I'm Lionel Bobowitz, and I'm here in pleasant Vancouver, BC, where we'll be conducting the Chocolate Cake Fantasy Playoff Lottery so we can figure out this draft order. It's all brought to you by Pilsner, and we'll get into some sponsors here before we kick off proceedings. The number one sponsor for today's show is Ernst & Young. When you need to do business and you need to do anything involving money or finance, what I use is the helpful accountants at Ernst & Young. They're smart, they know how to manage any kind of account from a checking to your savings, and even they do some investing from what I hear, and it's quite good. They offer favorable rates, and they also are quite good on loans. If you happen to need money, they will lend it to you with a very favorable interest rate on the return. It'll be very, you will enjoy what you get from Ernst & Young. They're very congenial with a loan, and they will take your money. The second sponsor, and one of my personal favorites, is Pilsner. Pilsner is a cold drink that you can enjoy at a Sunday dinner or at any time of the day, really. Whether it's your first sip waking up before you brush your teeth, or at the end of the night when you're just tucking yourself into bed, I often enjoy Pilsner. It's cold, it's best served cold, and it's really refreshing drink to enjoy while watching the game with your friends. Pilsner, enjoy it. The second sponsor we have after Pilsner is Dempster's Bread. And Dempster's Bread, when you have a sandwich and you put the ham and cheese together onto the bread and you put the mayonnaise on, there's no more absorbent layer of padding than a Dempster's loaf. Just enjoy it with your family on a Sunday dinner, perhaps with a Pilsner, and if you're getting financial information, serve it up with the Ernst & Young boys. They'll be there and enjoy it. So enjoy Dempster's and make sure to have a sandwich today before the playoffs start, because you want to make sure that you are full so you can enjoy it. Okay, folks, those are the sponsors, and we're going to get into proceedings now. So before we do that, we're going to talk a little bit about the actual process that the draft went through to get these numbers. We don't want to lead anybody on. We want to make sure we are above ground on that. So what I'm going to do is share my screen here with the boys from Ernst & Young. Let's go now, and let's see what we can pull up.
Pleased to be here. Thanks, Lionel and Morty, and what a treat it is to be here on behalf of Ernst & Young. And I can say that the Chocolate Cake Lottery is a unique one. It's a weighted system to determine the order of selection for the first 8 picks of this fantasy draft. Usually, it's a snake draft. There are 8 balls numbered 1 to 8, and they're placed in a lottery machine. The machine then expels the 8 balls, forming a series of numbers. Those 4-digit series resulting from the expulsion of the balls is then matched against a probability chart that divides the possible combinations among the 8 participating clubs. And we've got some statistics on our website for 2021 of the likelihood of each team gaining the right to each pick. It's equal. And I'll back to you, Morty and Lionel. Thanks.
So there you have it. That was the voice of Alan Acid from Ernst & Young, and boy, do those guys know their stuff. You know this lottery is true. You know that the Stanley Cup playoffs is true. And you know it's all brought to you by Pilsner, amongst other things, including Dempster's Bread, and of course, Ernst & Young. Okay, let's head down to the draft lottery floor. And here we go now. Moving it around, here we go. Right down the chute, and here we are. So we have 11 teams in this lottery. They are as follows. We have the Bog Trotters, owned by Cameron Ellis. The Chocolate Covered Pretzels, Chris Leaking's team. The addition here for Doug Ellis will be the Gallagher's Buzzer Beaters for yet another year, and last year's champion, I might say. Sean Ellis will bring the Hastings Chocolate Logs, Larry Lava and his Layered Cake, a newcomer this year and an old comer for some of you who remember the days of No Name, Mike Newton will bring Mr. Wilson's Fig Newton cake to the table. Last year's runner-up will be in attendance. Matthew Walmsley will be bringing playoffs? We talking about playoffs? We also have another very much returned player and one-time winner, the Point Ball Booming Farts by Bruce Ellis. There's a newcomer from Vienna this year. From Austria, we have Ben Hartley bringing the Super Choco Honey Tarts of Vienna, and we look forward to his contribution to the league, maybe a championship in his future. Stephen Davis returns. How are you, ladies? And of course, your Jelly Roll Blues, Mike Kemp. We will be delighted to see what happens here, folks. We have an order to generate, and we got to do it because the draft is coming up real soon, so we're going to get right into it. Okay, the picks are in. The balls have been selected by Ernst & Young, so we're going to start from the bottom with pick 11. And that will be Stephen Davis. How are you, ladies? Pick number 10. Playoffs? We talking about playoffs? There you go, Matt. Number 9 is the chocolate-covered pretzels. At pick 8, Bog Trotters. Ben Hartley and his Super Choco Honey Tarts of Vienna will take pick 7. Pick 6. Ooh, pick 6. Doesn't sound very good, but it's not bad for Point Ball Booming Farts. Larry Lava takes home pick 5. Larry will be happy with that, I would imagine. He might not be. Pick 4, your Jelly Roll Blues. Pick number 3, the Hastings Chocolate Logs. Pick 2, Mr. Wilson's Fig Newton Cake, which leaves us with the champion of the lottery. The champion from last year. It's rigged. The Gallagher's Buzzer Beaters has the first overall pick. There you go, folks. That's what we have this year. And that will be all I can say. Back in studio now, Lionel Bobowitz here. Really up against it for time, but that was the lottery. You saw it. You know it was true. You know it was brought to you by Pilsner. I hope everybody looks forward to a great playoff year. And I know I look forward to watching what happens here when we take on this wonderful draft. Okay, guys, thanks very much. And I'm going to leave you now, and I'll leave you with these words. There's only one cup, and history will be made, and it will be made with a Dempster sandwich. Thank you very much. Good night.